Welcome to another Etheria restart video. Hope you guys are having an amazing day, guys. In today's video, we're going to talk about how to supercharge your progression and make sure you're not getting stuck, okay? For me, it's still day one. I am on the global server. The reset is about to happen anytime now, probably in around 20 minutes or so. Basically, I want to share with you guys what I've done so far and share with you some tips to basically help you with your progression and make sure that you are prioritizing the right things. So basically, you can reach level 17 on day one without using any of the stamina refills, okay? Only by purchasing the gems. As you guys can probably notice, I reached my redemption limit. I'm almost full on stamina. One thing to keep in mind, one stamina equals one XP. I keep saying energy. So basically, you see this XP right here at the top of the account on the left corner. I have 35 out of 360. Basically, I need to use 325 more stamina to go to the next level, or wait for my dailies and then, of course, get some XP from the daily quests as well, because the daily quests will give you XP. I'm going to show you everything that I've done so far, and then I'm quickly going to walk you through what to prioritize in order to be able to progress faster. So my weekly quests are already done on day one. Basically, I've put in quite a bit of a grind. The main thing that you want to prioritize, make sure you're completing this. This is pretty straightforward, easy to do on day one. I think I've done it in the very first 1 or 2 hours of gameplay. Then the next thing you should be prioritizing, rather than focus on farming one specific dungeon or anything like that, is the hyperlink charter. So I'm going to show you basically how much I progressed in this. We have the Commission Chronicles right here. I will be stuck more or less, probably till I'm unlocking the Kururu. So that's going to take me a bit of time as well. I'm not sure exactly at what level I'm actually unlocking it, level 18. So that should be later on. Then I got to equip one SSR with level 12 epic modules. Definitely not something extremely hard to do or anything like that. And then I'm going to be able to slowly move on to the next one. I got to clear Linglu as well, which is fine. I should be able to do that already. I still haven't pushed it today. Try and do it. Then, moving on to the next one, we have the Animus Fate right here for Leon. Basically, I'm hard cap right now. I need to reach level 22. Now, I should be able to do that today after the reset. So then I can actually move on to the next one. But I'm already at Expert Training 1, okay? Then I gotta defeat Kururu one time with Leon in the team. Moving on to the next one, we have the Shell Tuning. Now, I will give you guys a big tip in here. I gotta reach level 20 to move on to the next one, basically, and once again defeat Kururu. A lot of people might be telling you the opposite, okay? Do not level up shells, do not farm any shells at the beginning, especially on day one, because that's not what you should do. Farm gear instead. That's honestly the biggest mistake you can do. The shells give you much better stats than gear sets, okay? I'm going to show you in a second how my shells are looking at the moment, but I would strongly suggest you try to basically work on the hyperlink charter right here, and then go and invest in a few different shells, at least to have 5 for a core team close to max level or something like that, because you're going to get way more stats than from any gear sets that you can possibly get at the moment, okay? Super important. Then we have module modification. Right here, I'm stuck again because of the level. I need to defeat the Nightmare Doki Doki. I do not have that unlocked because I need to get to a higher level. And then equip 3 animuses with epic modules. That's something that I should be able to do, because once I was done with farming a few shells and all that, I actually started moving on to farming modules. My main priority for the second day, guys, is farming Doki Doki and farming XP. But we're going to get to that part in a second. So that's basically how my hyperlink charter looks like. I'm pretty much hard capped on every single one of them. I cannot progress at the moment to the next stage on any of them. So what I've done, guys, basically I started by going on every single one of these challenges right here. Green Pursuit on the shells. I farmed some of them, okay? So basically, I got close to max one of this one. This is a pretty good one for support debuffers because you're getting Thermiter. I will be doing a guide on shells later on today, most likely, just to make sure you guys know exactly what you need to do with them and basically avoid some of the big mistakes that you can do with shells. Then right here, I farmed to almost max 2 of the Budo Panda. Super, super good for damage dealers. And the main thing is you will require higher level shells in order to be able to progress through some of the content, especially if you don't have the most OP SSR animuses available on your account. So shells become extremely important, more important than some of the gear sets that you can actually farm at the moment, okay? Now, with the shells, of course, you don't want to get stuck in the limbo of constantly farming the lower rarity, okay? These epic shells. I know they have the unique name, right? Basically, the main mistake to avoid with shells is do not get stuck on farming the so-called legendary epic ones in here, because it's going to be a very close gap on moving from these ones to the highest rarity, okay? So basically, from here on, I'm not going to farm shells like a madman or anything like that. I haven't farmed them like a madman. Probably I've done around 30, 40 runs in the shell dungeons. But once I'm going to unlock the highest rarity, that's when I'll be prioritizing and properly farming the shells. But at the moment, 30, 40 runs should be enough to basically give you the firepower you need in order to progress in Doki Doki, in the Terror Maton, and other content as well, okay? Then, I went and pushed on my investigation as high as possible, of course. I will be farming quite a bit of XP today because this is something that you will need no matter what, okay? And even though we are going to unlock higher stages, once I'm going to reach level 20, it's still worth farming some of it, right? Then talking about the outpost. Here as well, I went and basically maxed everything that I was able to reach the highest possible stage on every single one of them. I haven't farmed more than needed for the hyperlink charter, okay? Once I was done with that, I moved away from this dungeon. This is a dungeon that you don't want to farm right now because the return per stamina is really, really bad. It's not really giving you a lot of firepower in your progression because you're barely getting any materials from here. So you want to start farming this once you're going to get close to the highest stages, okay? So do not make the mistake to burn your stamina early on farming this. Then, the next thing, of course, was the thresholds, okay? So at the moment, I'm basically capped on the difficulty. I cannot go higher because I need to unlock this nightmare at level 25. So I will have to farm some gear here because I still have a long way to go. I'm not planning to use any of my actual refills till next week when we're going to have double drops. And I would suggest you to basically do the same. Just use refills with gems while you're saving the stabilizer refills, okay? This will be very, very helpful next week once they're going to enable double drops on modules, double drops on investigation, and double drops on the outpost. That's when you want to farm really hard the outpost and the modules, okay? Because you're going to get double drops. It's going to be massive. Same for Doki Doki. Yes, I do not have the best possible teams at the moment because I'm one starting it. But hey, I do not give a damn about that. As long as I can farm it on auto, put it in the background, and go and do something else in the meantime, right? So now I am prioritizing farming Doki Doki to be able to speed up my characters. The faster are my characters, the better outcome for PvP, the better outcome for PvE as well. So very, very important to get that sorted. I'm quickly going to show you actually my teams. I was crazy lucky with this account, okay? Hands down, I had a disgusting luck. So right now, I actually pulled Messiah last night. I've just added him to my team today. Before I was doing it with Leon, and instead of the damage dealer, I was doing it with Chiaki the Echo. Now I know Leon is basically weak affinity to this dungeon, but this works, okay? Not a problem, I can do it. It's a bit slower, but it gets the job done. So what I was trying is to see if I dropped Chiaki the Echo and put in 2 damage dealers if he's gonna be faster, but unfortunately is not faster. So this right here for me is the best team, around 2 minutes and 30 seconds. 2 2 minutes to 2 minutes and 30 seconds, more or less. So that's pretty decent. Not the best, but hey. Now, if you don't have, of course, Mio, you can always use a different SR unit that will get the job done actually better early on. Because if you don't have her skilled, she's not very reliable to land the freeze. So a Kraken is easier to skill up, and he will have a better chance on his ultimate to freeze. So he's pretty solid for this. If you don't have Kraken, once you reach level 10, you're going to be able to get Kazuyo, yeah, you're going to be able to get Kazuyo for free from a chest. She's great affinity in here as well, and she will put sleep, and she has a very good cooldown as well. Overall, really, really solid. But because I got the freaking SSRs, I'm going to have to basically use them as well, right? So that's my team for Doki Doki. At the moment, I will keep it as it is. I'll see later on if I struggle. Most likely, I will do some adjustments. Now, on the Terror Baton, guys, at the moment, I'm doing 2 stars on hard 3. I'm more than happy with that. I actually leveled up Dyna today. Today, for me, change day, right? Because I'm in the UK, so yesterday was the day when the game was launched. So this is the team that I'm running right here. The reason why I'm running Mio is because my Marvel is not sorted out yet, okay? I have no gear on him. I need to farm more Doki Doki to basically build him up, and then I'm going to drop Mio for Marvel in this team. And basically, Lian, amazing damage dealer, Sanya, healing, revive. I have Chiaki the Echo, and of course, we have Dyna to put a defense down, erosion, and just to boost our damage. This is actually pretty straightforward at the moment. We don't have to worry too much about stripping buffs or do anything too crazy. We're going to have to think about that later on. But this is the team that I have. Now, let me quickly show you how is my gear looking like, how are my shells looking like, because that's what you need to understand the most. What type of builds I currently have on my units. So for Lian, I actually already maxed the skill to 2 levels. That's exactly what we need for the Hyperlink Charter, so I won't have to put any more skill up on her at the moment, and probably I'm going to reset her after to get back my lattice and put it maybe in a different unit. These are the modules that I have on her. Definitely nothing crazy if you're looking at the stats, right? Pretty weak, I would say. The shell that I have on her is not the best for her either. I've just literally moved it now because I was trying to run 2 DPS in Doki Doki. This shell is actually on a Chiaki the Echo. But the main damage build that I have right now is on Messiah. So I have the Buro Panda, as you guys can probably notice, is at maximum level. There's nothing I can do about it anymore. Fully maxed, okay? And I would recommend you to have at least two of these shells to higher level. Then if you're looking at Sanya right here, almost max level, I basically need to empower her, to empower the relic, not her, basically. So I need 3 more copies, but I'm not going to farm them at the moment. As I've mentioned, I'm pretty happy with what I have. If you're looking at the stats that you're getting from a shell, 51 defense, 2.1k HP, 124 attack, 14 speed. You're not gonna get that just from farming gear. Like, the substats on gear, they're so freaking small, okay? Look at the Messiah one. I have 20 speed, 300 attack, 1.4k HP, 91 defense. It's going to be very hard to get it just from the modules, okay? So look at the substats, you see? 2%, 2 speed. So it's so much better to invest a little bit in shells early on rather than burning all that stamina in farming dungeons and getting flat pieces or getting bad pieces that you're not going to use from sets that are not as important at the moment. Like, this is not a very important set for me at the moment, right? I'm not saying it's a bad set, but it's not really very important at this moment in time, okay? So I would rather prioritize in getting some of the shells done rather than do that. You see, so I have 1 at 30, 1 at 30, 1 fully awakened at 30, another 1 at 30, and that's what I am with the shells at the moment. And this allows me to push higher content, and it will be even more beneficial once I'm going to slowly unlock the nightmare difficulty on the dungeons. It should happen today. I should reach level 25 today, I think, just with the gem refills. But maybe we're not gonna be able to. I know a lot of people are using their refills as well, but as I've mentioned, save those stabilizer refills for double drops. You are going to thank me later, because while the rest of the people will be capped with the stamina during the 2x drops, because you cannot purchase more stamina than 10 refills a day with gems, you're going to have 10, 15 refills maybe by the time we're going to have the 2x drops, which means that you're going to be able to use 1000 to 1500 more stamina during double drops versus the other people that are burning them all now. Okay, so you're going to have a massive advantage after, regardless if we're talking about XP, regardless if we're talking about prowess materials, or if we're talking about modules. Okay, so it's much better for your progression overall. That's pretty much it, guys. Now, in terms of modules, I will try to basically show you what I've done with them. I did level up some of them at level 12. Some of them were required basically for my hyperlink charter. I haven't really went out of my way to waste all of my Etheria coins on leveling up the trash gear that will easily get replaced. I will need, of course, to give them a few levels to make sure that my units are strong enough to survive in the harder content, right, on the harder difficulties. But as I've mentioned, I did not went out of my way to basically burn all of my Etheria coins to max them to the level 15, take them all to level 12 or stuff like this. You see, I have most of them at level 9, some of them at level 12 if they're better quality. Now, this is only a unique one. A lot of people will tell you, do not take them higher than level 9. Well, you will need to take at least the right part to level 12 to gain extra stats, to be able to defeat the content if you're stuck, especially in Doki Doki, in the Terror Maton, etc., right? So taking them to level 12, especially the right side, because that's where you're getting the percentage stats, I think is definitely not a bad idea whatsoever. As long as you're not doing it for every single piece that you're getting. You see, I still have around 1.2 million Etheria coins, which I think is pretty good, because in the beta, I did burn a lot of my Etheria coins on leveling up gear, so I'm telling you this from personal experience as well. I think it's definitely not bad. Now, just to show you how my account looks after day 1, you're definitely going to get salty seeing this, okay? Look at that! So I've pulled 2 Messiah. I actually empowered him. Then, of course, I have Mio, I have Doki Doki, I have Lily, I have Hellkid, Beotine, Tiamat, Lilith, Tsukiyomi. So I actually got a second Lilith as well, so I empowered her as well. But that's how my account looks on day 1. Crazy luck, okay? And just if you're curious to see how many summons I've actually done, I'm not free to play, by the way, okay? So I've done 365 summons. I've seen people spending around $800 or so, and they don't have such an account yet. So my luck has been absolutely crazy. Now, just for full transparency, if you are kind of like curious to see what I've spent for the moment, it's very easy to show you. Festive rewards, $126. Now, I haven't actually purchased anything with cash now, because during the beta, I've done the rebate where I've spent around $120 or so, and I got almost double back, okay? So I still have, I think, I have 98 vouchers left from the beta, okay? Which I'll be saving for the level packs that I showed you in the Spender's Guide, because they offer pretty good value. And yes, because I am not free to play, I did use some crystals on the summons, of course, but I haven't went too crazy on it. Usually what I'm doing, I'm going to the summon screen, I'm checking what I have here. If I'm like 6 summons, 7 summons, I'm gonna buy the rest with gems, with crystals. At the beginning, I've spent probably around 3,000 crystals on summons, just like buying them, 10 pop, you know. But that's about it, guys. That's how my account looks on day one. As you guys probably noticed, the reset just happened. So we're going to be able to claim some more summons in here. Let's go to the candy party. Do our 2 draws. See what we're getting. Bingo. Okay, I'll take that. Okay, and we got that one as well. More Etheria coins. And give me summons. 4-star Shadowprint. I'll take that. Now, do we have anything else today from here? No. So right now, once again, I'm going to go at the summons. I have 7. I will burn some crystals. And that's because I'm not free to play, right? Maybe we're going to get an SSR. Come on. Yes, we are getting an SSR. Let's go. I need a Heinrich. I need a Rosa. That's basically kind of like an Remolcha. Those are my most wanted at the moment. Come on, give me one of them, please. Please give me one of them. Please, please, please. With cherries on top. Okay, we got Rahu. I actually do not have Rahu, so he's new. Amazing, amazing stuff. So, hell yeah, I'll be taking that as well. He's actually a pretty damn solid unit. I still haven't got a double drop on it. We got another copy of Grey. Beautiful. So that goes to the empowerment. Amazing. Amazing, amazing luck. So as you guys can probably notice, my account is just disgusting. 10 summons ago, I got another copy of Messiah. So basically in 20 summons, 2 SSRs. In the beta, I did not have any luck. So it seems like all the luck kind of like comes back to me now. That was all for this video, guys. That's what I prioritized on day 1. That's what you should be prioritizing as well on day 2, which is today. I am going to prioritize Doki Doki and farming Animus's XP. That's what I'll be doing today with most of my stamina. Of course, if I can work a little bit on the Hyperlink Charter, I will be doing that as well. But my main priority will be on Doki Doki to get more speed gear, more damage gear from there as well, and then XP to be able to take my Animuses to the next rank. As usual, if you enjoyed the content, smash a like, subscribe to the channel. It really, really helps a lot. And I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.